Hello, everybody. I am the Warm, and welcome back to Danganronpa V3. Today we are starting Chapter 6 after the pretty amazing Chapter 5. Well, certainly the murder mystery and the following trial, those were pretty amazing. I've not thought all the way back through the entire chapter yet. I'm going to have to, when we finish this, or when I finish this, I'm going to have to go back over. I'm going to have to skim through my playthrough and sort of remind myself everything that happened within all the other chapters in order to sort of reacquaint myself with the ups and downs of the story as a whole. But I can say, at least at the moment, and I mentioned this the previous episode, uh, last time felt like a high point. It really did. And I think it was meant to. Now, question is, if this chapter 6 is the last chapter, which it really feels like it could be, since with Kaito's sacrifice, he seems to be pointing toward us going up against the true mastermind now, whatever that means, because I'm still quite not so sure myself. Yeah, then this will be pretty big. But will they stick the landing? Now, I've mentioned this at the beginning of my playthrough, and some people have commented recently on this, but I felt, since we're heading in towards the end here, I might as well reiterate this. I have heard some mixed things about Danganronpa V3, and so that's kind of my worry right now. Do they manage to end this well? Because certainly things still look a bit bleak, at least in a long-term sense. Short term, it's good to see all of our characters kind of, because I mean we just lost Kaito. That's huge, and yet they've not allowed themselves to fall into despair. They've picked themselves back up and said, okay, we are resolved now. We're gonna do this. We're gonna beat this killing game. Whatever comes afterward, that can wait until after we finish this. So that's good. So yeah. I'm gonna hope for the best. Hope this ends well. I'll be interested to hear what other people's opinions on this are when I get to the sort of finale and the epilogue. So that should be fun. So yeah, where we left off, just because of the craziness of it. I guess this whole time, Mr. Kibo had an entire arsenal with him, and he just decided to bust that out now. Now, we did see that his little hair feature, I know that has a specific name, but I can't recall it at the moment. His little spike of hair was actually, or I guess you could say, doubled as an antenna. And so, whatever voice was talking to him, which that has been an ongoing mystery since, I want to say, was that Kyo's trial where we first heard about this? So that voice is now gone, and I mean, I guess that mystery's kind of on hold at the moment, but with this lack of voice, he's still presumably on our side. He claimed as much. He claimed to want to end this killing game, but I guess that voice was also a kind of restraint in some sense, because he's now decided to, well, take matters into his own hands, it would seem, to destroy the school. So, uh, our situation will probably be radically different than how we ended previous chapters, or started previous chapters. So, not really sure what to expect. Yeah. Okay, let's let's get into this thing. Let's see who's introducing themselves here. Because there was no voice, if I'm recalling correctly. Let's go ahead and do this. Makoto. Say what? Uh-huh.
This boring-looking person is me.
Okay, this is certainly different.
See? Even the way I look is normal. Getting into an elite school like this was just the start of my bad luck. I can't keep up with my classmates' conversations or the teacher's lectures. I'm just treated like empty space in the classroom. At home, my parents are constantly on my case. Honestly, I'm fed up. I want to run away from my daily life. I want to run away and just forget all this. I want to run away, and run away, and run away, and run away, and run away. But I'm okay. I have a reason to live. I've got something to look forward to. That's why I'm gonna be okay. Thanks for the courage. Thanks for giving me something to get totally obsessed with. Thanks for the strength to keep going. I'll keep on rooting for you, so please keep trying your best. And one day, I'll also...
Okay. Well, that opening scene was something else. That felt a bit, ominous slash a bit creepy, actually. The name Makoto can't be a coincidence, right? That was on purpose, presumably? Weird to be... I mean, I guess it was somewhat of a generic design, but interesting to be introducing a character this late in the game. Oh, and yes, we're still in the situation. We are still where we left off exactly. You know, usually we skip ahead a little bit, but yeah, I'm not sure what we do here, fellas. What
What did you say? Hey.
Huh? This is not good.
What was that? That punk. But...
Yeah, considering we can't go outside, I'm not sure this was the best thing to do here.
All right.
Hey. Oh my.
So many cutscenes.
Damn it!
Hey!
Kibo!
Oh, it worked.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey, bud.
Did you call for me?
Yeah. How you feeling?
Please keep it brief. I have other matters I must attend to.
I feel like all this gear you have could have come in handy in previous situations, but you know, who am I to say?
Huh?
Yes,
Huh?
indeed.
What did you say?
That's right.
Could it be? Hey.
Yeah.
Okay, so at least... Alright, you had access to this from at least the time your lab was open. I feel like you could have told us you had this stuff.
Huh?
Yes.
Wait. Right.
That's right. I have decided.
You can't! Right.
Yes.
Oof.
Huh?
Well... I feel like maybe... So what, we're nothing then? You couldn't have consulted us first?
That's... Unfortunately...
No. Remember,
You're right!
100%.
Well, that's just, like... your opinion, man.
What should we do?
So you've taken the Gonta route. That's what he was convinced of.
What?
Which means... Everyone!
hey,
Logical.
What was that?
Listen closely. We must do it.
What do you mean?
No.
huh?
It's a bit weird to think about how all that was preventing Kibo from letting loose was this voice in his head. I mean, I'm kind of curious now. How would Kibo have reacted throughout the rest of the story if not for this voice? Presumably he would have been a lot more decisive. But clearly, he also wouldn't be as optimistic as he was at times.
That's right. I have decided. Everyone!
No.
Why?
That's
Well then,
wrong.
Okay. We're, we are Team Blind Optimism here, my friend.
But
Ew.
I mean, I sort of get that. I'm sort of on that side too, but it's unfortunately coming from a bit of a meta perspective in that we've talked about this before, or I've talked about this before. Usually in these Danganronpa games, we're left with a kinda bittersweet to hopeful ending. Things go bad, and we've lost some people, but in general, hope wins over despair. And so, considering this is again, as far as I'm aware, the last Danganronpa game, I don't know if they're making another one, but this one has been out for a while, and I've not heard of any other ones. So I'm thinking, okay, how would they leave off the last Danganronpa game? And my thought is, well, it would probably be another sort of bittersweet ending. And so I'm kind of with Shuichi here. I guess in that instance, it's not a blind optimism for me. For Shuichi, it's a kind of blind optimism, but for me, at least I have some precedent I'm falling back on here.
because
But yes, of course, we want to believe in Kaito as well.
okay,
Okay, yeah, okay. He's not operating under blind optimism either. Yeah. Okay. So someone's watching. Who is it? Who's watching? Hang on. Someone's watching. He was looking on a smartphone. Okay.
No, that's wrong. Huh? Because...
Yeah, if this is going along the same trajectory of the previous Killing games, what needs to happen next is there needs to be a new area that opens up that contains the key knowledge with which we shall defeat the mastermind. That's usually been what happens.
I see.
I understand.
Yeah, we had this discussion. I think I mentioned it in an episode, but we also had a discussion in the comments. This is going quite a few episodes back at this point, I think. I mean, not towards the beginning of this Let's Play, but a trial or two ago, we had this conversation where it always just seems to be the case that Monokuma provides the means of his own defeat near the end of the Killing game. And I think we were talking about whether or not, like how intentional is it? Is it just raising the stakes so that, giving them an opportunity to actually win would make it so much worse if they lost, that kind of thing? Or is it just a kind of, I don't know, is it an arrogance thing, or is it a mistake? I guess we'd have to talk about each of the specific instances in order to dig a bit deeper. Okay.
Thank you. Listen closely.
What? What time is it now?
Huh?
Yeah. 100%.
That doesn't seem very fair.
Didn't I tell you? It's impossible to end the Killing game! Cause the Killing game is forever eternal!
Why, you?
Unbelievable.
That's enough.
Let's do this!
Leave it to me!
And that's that.
Aww.
Everyone! Kibo! Yeah. Well then.
Okay.
Never forgive rule breakers. Anyone who messes with the Killing game must die!
Exercise assemble!
No, I won't let you run amok anymore. This Killing game is over. In the name of Hope's Peak Academy, the symbol of hope itself, I will destroy the Ultimate Academy. and bring down this monument to despair.
Okay. And of course, we don't get to see it. It's too much budget. Goodbye, Danganronpa. That's the chapter, huh? That really does feel like a finale title.
Seems like... Why you?
Why?
Right?
Remember,
What's that mean? What?
Because.
Or maybe the entire world isn't as destroyed as we thought. I mean, we only got to see the outside briefly. I mean, who's to say, I don't know, what if there's a bunker somewhere with people in it?
I don't know.
Nope. That's right. That's true.
but
That's right.
Okay, now, I'm no expert on mystery, but I do know some rules. I've read Umineko for what it's worth. Oh, I always forget about this thing.
yes, that's it.
Yes, thank you, Shuichi. Have read Umineko, but that's not saying much. My experience with mysteries beyond that and the various visual novels I've done is pretty meager, to say the least. So what I do know is that one of the rules, if it's a sort of classical mystery, is the culprit should be someone that's one thing I learned is one of the rules is that one of the culprits, again, if it's a classical mystery, so not every mystery has to be classical, but if it's to be a classical mystery, then the culprit should be introduced early on. Sorry, that was a bit rambly, but that's the point. So the reason why I'm saying this is because they're wondering if someone infiltrated from outside. I honestly don't think, like, they just introduced this Makoto character, but I don't think this Makoto character is suddenly mastermind or anything. So I feel like it would have to be one of us if it were anyone. But do we think it, I mean...
But that's...
Huh?
Remember,
Jeez.
hey. Okay,
Okay, I agree with Shuichi. Dual mission. Find Mastermind, find Hope.
That's true. Okay.
Oh, right!
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Straight into investigation, huh?
But
You're right. All right.
This might be a shorter chapter than the rest. Uh-oh. Oh my, how convenient. Now it is time to test your bonds with your friends. Okay. Excuse me? What do you want from me now? What? 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 What do you mean? What? What are we doing? A time limit? Is that a time limit? Is that? Oh my goodness, they did it. Oh, they actually did it. Whoa, okay. What are we doing? What am I doing? I'm so confused. I don't have any friendship power. I don't know what's happening here. Is that moving or is it not moving? Wow, okay. They actually did it. They actually put the exosols in the hallways again. That is somewhat intimidating, for sure. Okay, I guess we just go down here? Supposed to be unlocked by a mysterious item. Oh, well, we're cheating today. Okay. Well, that was nothing. It's just, this feels very strange for... We've got some kind of eagle. An ultimate lab.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. That is true. Yeah, we never got to see Rantaro's either. You think that's gonna get revealed? I feel like it has to, right? What are we gonna see in here? Dice? Looks like the Batcave or something. Okay. Helicopter controller. Helicopter. We got the Batmobile.
Ah.
Oh my. Remember, I did speculate on, at one point, if the whole Supreme Leader thing was a lie. Because we did see that for Maki, it says Ultimate Assassin now, but previously, when she gave the Ultimate Caregiver title, that's what it was. So, shouldn't necessarily take what you see here as gospel.
Huh?
The complete history of Hope's Peak Academy, you say? Son of a gun. There they are. Oh wait, I didn't look at the emblem yet.
Got a minute?
Maki.
What?
No. Hey,
Huh?
is that all right?
Why?
That's...
Something... Is there something being contradicted here?
It all began at Hope's Peak Academy. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
There it is. There it is. Someone had to say it eventually. The thing I can never remember correctly.
The world was plunged into ruin, and humanity into the depths of despair. This tragic event was caused by a lone high school girl. The ultimate despair, Junko Enoshima.
I mean, that's not technically true. I mean, was it driven by her? Yes. But you see, the truth is, she wouldn't have been able to do it if the ultimate animator guy hadn't been able to make the super awesome, amazing despair animation thing. So, you know, there's that. Plus, she had her sister helping. Yeah. Although I do suppose Junko gets pretty much all credit, because there was that thing in the show where it was shown that she not only... It was shown that she was basically a genius in the sense that she could learn other people's skills very quickly. And I think that happened with the animator guy too. So it's not like... I mean, she needed to see his work for inspiration, but after that she was able to do it on her own, I think is how it went. I might not be remembering that correctly. So, okay, this is me nitpicking. Sure, nope, this is right, Maki, no problem. I'm just being nitpicky.
In order to fulfill her plans to plunge humanity and the world into utter despair, she organized the killing game of Hope's Peak Academy's 78th class.
Oh, you know, a little piece of information I just completely well, may as well blocked it out of my mind. Didn't we see at the end of the last episode the silhouette? We saw the silhouette of Junko next to a big computer-looking Monokuma. I think I just, until this point, kind of blocked it out of my mind that scene even happened, because I don't want Junko to be the culprit again.
Trapped by the ultimate despair, the 78th class was forced to participate in the killing game. But in the end, Junko Enoshima died at the hands of the very killing game she masterminded. With her death, the despair outbreaks ended, and the world slowly began to recover. But the remnants of despair continued to carry out Junko's legacy of despair. The Future Foundation was established to fight against them, and their war raged on. Until one day, when the war suddenly ended.
The meteorites, right? You can skip that part. Is that all right?
It was later rebuilt by former members of the Future Foundation and resumed operations. They continued to scout students who possessed ultimate-level talent, and that's all we know.
I like when Shuichi makes this protagonist pose here. Well, what did you read? Don't keep me in suspense.
Ah,
What's wrong?
no.
Of course, they're not gonna tell us. Of course, they're not gonna tell us the thing that gives it away. Found in the Ultimate Supreme Leader's Research Lab, this book details the history of the battle between hope and despair. The afterward claims it was compiled by several esteemed researchers, and is the most thorough and accurate book written on the subject. However, it contradicts the memory of Shuichi and Maki received from the flashback light. The key passages of the documents are as follows. The cause of the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history was the ultimate despair. The term ultimate despair can refer to both the group and the events caused by Junko Enoshima. In order to plunge the world into despair, the ultimate despair plotted the killing game of Hope's Peak's 78th class. To protect themselves from the tragedy, the 78th class sealed themselves inside Hope's Peak Academy as part of the Hope's Peak Academy Shelter Project. Hope's Peak Academy did not admit students by application. The only way to be admitted was to be scouted. I mean, that on an initial reading, nothing is popping out at me as wrong.
Hey,
What?
I'm... okay.
What are you trying to pull? Okay.
Thank you.
Oh my. No, I needed to... Okay. What in the world?
Hey, what's going on?
Hello. Are you one of the chosen for the Gopher Project?
Gopher Project?
I saw you on a flyer on the ground.
That's the Remnants of Despair's doing. Gopher Project participants are classified.
Are you one of them? I'm really good at remembering faces.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Just a case of mistaken identity, I'm afraid. They're all students from Hope's Peak Academy, aren't they? I'm just a normal high school student. I don't have any special talent.
I see. But you look just like him.
Don't worry about that. Hey, listen, should you really be outside right now? The meteor...
I'm not scared of them. Because my dad told me the Future Foundation will take care of those meteorites. If the Gopher Project succeeds, then the meteorites won't fall down.
No, I've heard the Gopher Project doesn't exist to save us. Have you heard the rumor? All the participants died in an accident.
You're wrong! They didn't die!
How would you know that?
Because those people are the heroes that will save the world, right?
The Gopher Project wasn't created to save us. Never mind.
Heroes don't die. Heroes don't give up. That's why they're still alive. Because they're heroes.
Heroes? No.
Ah, that's right. Okay, so it's a delayed effect somehow.
Is this...
Okay.
Huh? Hey. Oh, yeah.
Hey!
Well,
Huh?
because... Do you want to die?
Ah, I see. Okay. Now I understand. Okay, I can look at this. Yeah. The only DICE organization that I know made Battlefield games, but what do I know?
Well... Oh, yeah. Nope. Hey.
Okay, I think that's everything. That makes it feel... That makes me feel like it's been a long time since the events took place. If there are now researchers who have devoted enough time and enough research to put it together in that way. Although it was a world-shattering event, so not surprising that a lot of people would be interested in it from the outset. Okay, so we're not actually... I mean, I think I was convinced of that before now, but we're not actually being timed. When that first popped up, I started to panic. Okay, you know, let's go back to... I think I might actually call it here. Since we've introduced the new chapter, we've had some revelations here, and next time we'll embark on the next leg of this investigation, because I'm a bit curious. Well, I feel like, considering what we went through to get Maki, and we're going to get 3 other people here, I feel like this could be a pretty lengthy investigation. So, since we're starting to get up there in time, I feel all right in calling it, even though we're starting to get up there in time. Okay, things are being revealed at a pretty breakneck pace at this point, it feels like. Very interested to see what we're going to get out of Kokichi's room. And certainly that That scene at the very beginning. I mean, that was clearly, or it seems to me to be tied to, or at least in some way tied to the comments later about people watching. So I mean, if I, just to throw out an idea, what if this is, I don't know, some kind of simulation in some sense? Another virtual world sort of thing? Would they do the same thing twice? I don't know. Having a... It seems a bit... So this Makoto character, a normal high school student, was it? Was it a high school student? He seemed a bit young. Was watching something on his phone, and then we had a conversation about people watching us. Something fishy here. Something fishy. I mean, if that's the case, then I suppose that would be good, because it would mean that the world isn't actually destroyed. If that's what's going on here. Yeah, I'm gonna guess high school. Because I have to imagine this would not be appropriate for someone younger to watch. Okay. We'll think on it. Let's regroup next time, and then we'll continue this investigation. Okay. I've been the Warm. This has been Danganronpa V3. I hope you're all doing all right, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.